Picture the biggest live stream your company has ever shipped, a World Cup final scale audience, watching in real time. Something breaks. You're the engineer who sees it first in the war room, the place, physical or virtual, where the people fixing it work the problem. There is no quiet moment to think. Every second you wait, more people see it break. Most incident training assumes you have a few minutes. You look at the dashboard, form a theory, and test it. That works at 2 a.m. when nobody's watching. It falls apart the moment millions of people are watching the failure happen live. Here's what changes when the stakes are this public, and what you can actually do about it. Deciding your rollback line before the event starts. Rehearsing the failure on purpose, not just the scale. And one exact rule for speaking clearly when everyone in the room is scared and talking at once. Let's start with why a live, global event changes the actual mechanics of an incident. Not just the pressure, the process itself has to be different. The moment something looks wrong on screen, viewers do the one thing that makes it worse. They refresh. Thousands of refreshes all at once hit a system that's already under strain. The failure feeds itself live in front of everyone. A live event removes 3 things your normal process depends on. You don't get time to test a theory quietly. You can't contain the failure while you work, it's the show in front of everyone. And you don't get a second attempt at the same moment. Kickoff happens once. Here's the first real fix. The hardest decision in any incident, when to roll back, should already be made before the incident starts. The usual pattern is deciding live. Someone asks, "Do we roll back?" While 5 people argue and the clock keeps running. The fix is boring on purpose. Agree the exact number that triggers a rollback days before the event when nobody's under pressure. This is what a real threshold looks like. Not a vague, if things look bad, an exact number tied to what the viewer actually feels. Error rate past 2%, roll back automatically. Latency past a set point, the incident commander, the one person running the call, gets paged, and a 5-minute clock starts. No one has to invent the rule in the moment. Setting this up is a short, calm process. Pick the metric the viewer actually feels, not just a server number nobody outside your team understands. Agree the exact trigger, days before the event as a team, not one person's guess. Write it down on one page, no room for interpretation. Then hand the authority to act on it to whoever's on shift. They shouldn't wait for a manager's approval when the clock is already running. This works because it moves the emotional part of the decision to a moment when nothing's on fire. By the time the number is hit, there's nothing left to argue about. You just act. The second real fix is about a gap almost every team has. You've proven your system can handle the traffic. You've never proven your team can handle the failure. A load test answers one question. Can the system handle the traffic? It says nothing about whether your team can run a real incident under pressure in front of an audience. That needs its own rehearsal, a game day, a scripted chaos drill run before the real event. A game day is simple in shape. Pick a failure scenario from something that's actually broken before. Don't invent an unrealistic one. Inject it for real in staging or a carefully controlled slice of production. Run the actual response, same people, same alerts, same tools they'd use on the day. Then time it and debrief honestly. What was slow, who wasn't sure what to do, and fix that before the real event. A real drill exposes things a scale test never touches. It shows you nobody actually knows who's allowed to call the rollback. It shows you the one alert that matters is buried under 20 that don't. And it shows you the rollback button itself has never actually been pressed outside a slide deck. Time the drills against the real date. Script the failure 2 weeks out. Run the first full game day a week before the event. Run it again, 2 days out, as close to the real configuration as you can get. 2 rehearsals, not one. The second one catches whatever changed since the first. The last piece is the hardest to train for, because it's not a system, it's a room full of scared people. Speed and safety pull in opposite directions, and somebody has to actually run that tension. Wait until you're certain, and you're safer but slower, and slow is expensive when millions are watching. Act fast and stay reversible, and you're faster, but you need somewhere safe to land if you're wrong. That's exactly what the threshold and the rehearsal from earlier bought you. Being wrong gets cheap, so speed stops being risky. Here's the one rule that changes how a war room actually sounds. Before you state your opinion, state how sure you are. It's the CDN. The network of edge servers caching your content close to viewers sounds final, and nobody wants to challenge it. 40% sure it's the CDN is an invitation. It tells the room exactly how much to push back, and it's honest about what you actually know. That one rule is part of a small, complete framework for running the call. State your confidence before your claim. One incident commander makes the actual decision, not the loudest person, not a vote. And every decision gets written down with a timestamp the second it's made, so nobody's rebuilding the timeline from memory afterwards. Put together, a single exchange in the war room looks like this. Someone states the current state, what's broken since when. Someone else states their confidence, then their opinion. The incident commander restates it back and makes the call, and the decision gets logged with a timestamp immediately, not after the fact. This is the actual transformation. A panicked call has everyone talking, no clear owner, and nothing written down until it's already over. A disciplined call has one voice making the decision, and a time-stamped record of exactly what was decided and when. So here's what actually changes when the whole world is watching live. Decide your rollback threshold before the event while the room is calm. Rehearse the failure on purpose, not just the scale. And when the call comes, state your confidence before your opinion. Let one person decide, and write it down the second it happens. A well-run incident, even at this scale, should look almost boring from the outside. Calm people, clear calls, nothing dramatic. If you want more of how senior engineers actually think under pressure, subscribe.